made the mistake of replacing the desktop operating system with a different operating system. If any of you have used terminal services, you know that you can't use Windows XP, you can't use Windows 7. You have to use this other operating system, which is different. And users have to get retrained. A lot of applications don't work. If you've ever used thin clients, you know that the USB ports on the thin clients don't work the way they're supposed to. And so if you go plug a touchscreen into a thin client, it doesn't work. If you go plug a scanner into a thin client, 90% of the time, it doesn't work. If you go plug a printer into a thin client, unless you've bought extra software and gone through a big configuration mess, it doesn't work, right? And we knew that when you go up to a user and you take their PC away and you give them something else, unless that something else is like the PC and does everything that the PC does, and they're just as happy with it as they were with the PC, they're going to complain. And when they complain, instead of making your life better, we haven't made it better, right? And so that's why we've done this. Even the way the device looks, I'm going to be honest. The device is pretty, right? It's a very, very attractive device. And the year that we released this device, we actually won an award. The Red Dot Award is the most prestigious product design award you can win in the world. We released this device the same year that the iPhone was released. And we won the Red Dot Award, and we shared it with the iPhone. So instead of naming us or the iPhone, they named both of us as the winners of the Red Dot, right? And for us, this was a really big deal because we spent a lot of money on the way the device looks because we knew that it would help with user acceptance. And so now when I go to a bank and I walk in, to the receptionist and I ask her to meet the CIO or the CTO, and I put this on the counter as I'm signing in, she looks at me and says, "What is that?" And I look at her and I say, "It's a PC." And her immediate response is, "Can I have one?" Right? If you've ever tried to do this with a thin client or with a very, very low-cost PC, they look at it and they're like, "I don't want that," right? And this is really why we did that. We're very, very conscious of all the things it's going to take to make you be successful with this type of deployment. It's getting the users to accept the change, making it easy learning for your staff who have to manage these systems, making it so it's a complete solution so you don't have to buy so many different items from so many different vendors. This is really what we were about. And finally, we knew that at the end of the day, this is all about economics. And so if we didn't do this in a way that saves you money, it's not going to be as important. And so we're doing everything that we can to save you money. And trust me, creating a device that does not have a CPU in it is the best way of saving you money. It keeps the cost of this device low, and it keeps the cost of your management systems low. If you don't do this, if you put a CPU in here, if you run software on here, you've effectively defeated the purpose. So that's basically it for me, so thank you.